Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stampin' Gala in my weekly live broadcast on YouTube. I'm happy that you're here, and I hope that you like the projects that I have for you today. I went into the annual catalog and pulled out a very pretty stamp set called Butterfly Brilliance. And it is so pretty, especially I think when it's heat embossed. And I'm also pairing it with a freebie from our celebration collection, and it's called Special Moments. So this is what I'm using today, and I'm doing a little bit of a twist today. I'm going to, as you can see, the cards here are made with, the main color is Bermuda Bay. And I am switching it up and going Coastal Cabana so you can see the difference, how it looks. So I hope you like that little twist tonight. So it'll give you an idea of different colors and something that you might want to try. So again, welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're here. If you are new to my channel and you're visiting us for the first time, please let us know that it's your first time, and so we can give you a warm welcome. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate it if you would share this video and give me a thumbs up if you like what you see today. So anyway, we have two cards and this cute little treat box that is really easy to make, and I think you'll like it. Okay, so, and also we are heat embossing with silver, so I think it looks really elegant. And again, the pictures, you can see when I bring it up here, the video and the pictures really don't do these justice. They are really beautiful. So let me go ahead and get started. And while I'm getting ready, I do have one announcement to tell you. And I announced the bingo last week, and the bingo is going to be March 18th. You have until the 28th of February to register. It's going to be on Zoom, and it's going to include this cute little stamp set. The only way you can get this stamp set other than my bingo is by placing a $150 order. So it's a lot more fun and a lot more economical to join the bingo. So there is a flyer on my on my Facebook page, and it will be in my newsletter tomorrow. So if you're interested, I have limited space, so you want to register as soon as you can. Okay, so here you go. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this time, as you can see, let me show you the card here. We're making this card right here. And like I said, it is not showing up very well on camera. But I am switching. I'm just switching. I'm reversing the Coastal Cabana and the Bermuda Bay. So anyway, this is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So we're just going to fold this over for the card base. All right, and these are pretty simple cards because I feel like the detail is in the embossing itself. All right, so then we also have two pieces here, a Bermuda Bay piece and a basic white piece. We're going to put these two together, and this, of course, is embossed with the Tasteful Textile. Yes, Melissa, I saw that, and I don't think this is your first bingo with me, so I'm glad you're back. Okay, so we're going to put this down here. And I should have grabbed my little cutter. You know how I am with that little cutter. But so far, so good. All right, so it's going to go on here. And you can see how it's going to be a little bit different. So it was busy today again, as normal. And you can probably see this big bruise on my hand. And that is from an IV I had because, as you guys know, I wasn't feeling well last week, so I had to have an IV. But anyway, that's over with. But here we go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to emboss this. And I am using shimmery white for this. So on this part, you want to, on the stamping part, you want to use shimmery white or watercolor paper. And the reason being is we're watercoloring, so the basic white paper won't hold up to it. So let me see. We're going to do these two. And I do want to point out to you that this stamp set, when you get it, if you were to purchase a stamp set, this is one stamp. They're all connected. And what I did was I cut them apart because I wanted to use them individually. All right. And then for the die cutting with it, there's two different, well, it's the same set, but there's this major one that would cut them all out at the same time. But since I cut them apart, you would just put the piece under whatever portion you want to die cut. All right. And then this part is really pretty too. This is really nice on things like pattern paper. And I think I'll do something with that very soon. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and emboss. Oops. And so we're going to use Versamark. And watch how pretty this is. So this one has two. I'm only going to do one because I already actually have them done. And so that way I don't waste your time on the video heat embossing. So anyway, we're sprinkling it with silver embossing powder. And our silver embossing powder comes in a grouping with gold and I believe copper. So it's called the metallics. All right, so we're going to heat this up. And you just want to hold it in one spot until it turns. And you'll know when it turns, it gets shiny silver. And then there it goes, it's starting to turn. So when it turns, you want to move your heat tool. Don't hold it in that place too long because it will burn the paper. And you'll have to start all over again. Okay, so look how pretty that is. Very shiny and metallic. If you haven't tried heat embossing, make sure that you try this soon because it is so pretty. Hey, Nicole. All right, so these are the two that I'm using on this set, on this card. So I'm also using our water painters, and these come in a pack of 3. And all you have to do is unscrew the barrel here and then fill it up with water. And it's very simple to use. All right, so I'm using 3 different colors on here. So I'm using Highland Heather, Coastal Cabana, and Bermuda Bay to create these butterflies. So if you don't have, what I do is I push on the lid and then open it up. Let me do it again and see if I can get a little bit more. Yeah, I got a little bit more that time. See what I mean? So I'm just going to use the lid, and same thing here. And I know this one has plenty. When you see it, you'll know. Let me get the cord out of the way. I don't want to. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the Highland Heather. And I'm just making the body of the butterfly Highland Heather. And then I'm just going to kind of brush out like this. So it's kind of like natural, and it's going to blend into the next color. It goes very quickly. It's not difficult to do. And you can always go back and add more color. But it's kind of difficult to remove it. All right, so then what I do is just kind of clean off my brush just by squeezing it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go on to the next color. And this time, I'm just going to kind of brush in. And it kind of, when the two colors meet, it kind of turns it like a bluish color. Same thing on this side. And these would be pretty, just about any color. It would be pretty in the oranges too, oranges and yellows. but I tend to like these jewel tones. Okay, now this time it's not that important that I clean off the brush because it's almost in the same color family, but um, darker. Okay, so now I'm using Bermuda Bay to pull them together to finish it off. In some places it'll be a little bit darker than others. And just remember to always use the shimmery white or watercolor paper. And I'm using shimmery white. It's thinner than the watercolor paper. And it holds up just as well. Okay, so here is the first butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so then I'm just going to start all over and do the inside of this smaller butterfly. Again, just doing the body first, and then just kind of fanning my brush out. This kind of makes you feel like you're an artist, and I'm really not. Okay, clean it off a little bit, and then go on to, oh, I want to go in. This is my third set today. I'll tell you, I was struggling today with what I was going to pair with it because I always have to look at DSP and everything else, and nothing was working for me. I actually did this in the base too in Highland Heather, and I changed that. And it won't stick to the, since I put more color on that side, I'm going to add a little bit more out here to balance it a little bit. And I'm going to add some more Highland Heather. Maureen, have you done this technique? I just love it. Okay, so there you go. There it is. So let me close these up so I don't make a mess. God knows I will. Thank you, ladies, for sharing these. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put this one up on dimensionals, just like that, okay? So let me grab those. Ladies are quiet today. Okay, so I'm going to put this on an angle, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to take the bottom of the smaller butterfly, and I'm going to put that on here as well. But this one, I'm just going to glue it on. I'm glad, Maureen, because it's so fun and the results are so pretty. Okay, so then we're going to stamp Happy Birthday. And Happy Birthday comes from this beautiful set, the Stampin' Moments set. And this stamp set is free in celebration with a $100 order. I think this is a must-have because of all the different sentiments. You can do a whole year of occasions with this stamp set. Okay, so we're going to take, there we go, and this is also going to be heat embossed. I could stamp this in Bermuda Bay or something like that if I wanted to, but you know what? I already have it in silver, so let me see if you guys like it in Bermuda Bay. I'm not going to die cut it, but I'll show you how it'll look. I think it looks pretty. Where's the top of this? Okay, so I did die cut this already, and I die cut it with, it's from the Ornate Frames die set. So we're going to put this right here, and I'm just going to put the dimensionals. I'm going to put one right here, and then I'm going to tuck one a little bit under like that so I can catch it. Okay, just like, oops, that. Okay, all right, so this is how the Bermuda Bay would look. I think that would be even prettier because it shows up better. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Yes, I did, Nicole. I did tell everybody about it. You know, I think what I'm going to do is, this is the die set, a die that I used for that. I think I'm going to actually die cut this and then have it completely done so you can tell me which one you like better. So just a second. Okay, so here you go. I think it shows up better. What do you ladies think? I think I'm going to take this one off and use this one. Okay. That's the thing. You can change your mind whenever you want. Hey, Vicky, long time no see. All right, so there you go on that. And then I love these iridescent rhinestones. So I'm going to add a few of these. And let me see, where's my card? And I like to mix different sizes, smaller and larger ones together. I think it adds to the interest on the card. And also on my fingers. Oops. There. Okay, let me do one more. All right, and then we're just going to add a bow, and the front of this card will be done. So ladies, remember, if you're brand new today, make sure you let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. We have a fun group of ladies on here, and we'd like to meet you. Okay, so, and if you want these make and takes for free, all you have to do is place a minimum $35 order by Saturday, and these will be sent to you. You know what, Maureen? I agree with you. They're not really my thing either, but I like this set. Okay, so far that's the card on the outside, okay? And on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp a different butterfly right at the top. And let me see which one we're going to do. A small one. So we'll do this one right here. And let me grab a block. I must have 5,000 blocks. All right, so we're going to just stamp this. You can tell how I cut these apart. Hope I get this straight because I can't see. And bring in my silver embossing powder. Do you ladies put your embossing powder in a big tub like this? I think it's necessary for me. Vicky, it's funny because the international tutorial team I'm on, that is the bundle that we're using this time, and it's due on the 20th. So you'll soon see. All right. So I could leave this solid or just plain like that, or I can just color it real quickly and it won't take long. And I think I'll just use 2 colors on it today because it's such a small one. Okay. Now, what you can do to make sure that it doesn't, the ink doesn't get on the inside of your card, because it is heat embossed and it kind of lays on top of the embossing, you can turn it upside down and just press to make sure you get any excess off. All right, so I'm going to put these 2 together. Look how pretty this is, though, just simple. Oh, yeah, we did. We had a great time. I can't believe it's almost been 2 weeks now since we've been back, and time just flies. The next cruise is to Aruba, and that should be a whole lot of fun. All right, so this is going to go on the inside. Okay, and you ladies will have to tell me which one you liked better. Oh, I do sound much better, but I've been sleeping a whole lot. Okay, so which one do you like better? The darker one on the right, or the lighter one in Coastal Cabana? I really like them. I think they're so pretty. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. And let me see. So this is what we're going to do next. Right here. Okay. So let me pull this out. And this is the same orientation. And as you guys know, you can find my PDF on my blog at stampandgala.com. It will be on there tomorrow. Okay. All right. So let me see. We're going to grab these 2, but we're also going to grab a piece of Bermuda Bay and a piece of this DSP in Coastal Cabana. So we're going to put this together first. You guys are funny saying both of them. It's like I have the urge to say, oh, you should be a politician. No offense. That's not intended to any one party, by the way. Okay, so we're going to put this on here just like that, and then I'm going to trim off the excess, okay? And I like to do this so it's nice and crisp on the ends, on each end. Okay, get it straight. And I can always check it and see if it's straight here by measuring it up. And it certainly is. Let me grab my small cutter. I had to order another new chair, and I can't stand the chair I'm sitting in right now. It's weird, but you can probably tell it's not squeaking like it normally would. So, all right. All right, so we have that. And we're going to put that on a piece of Bermuda Bay, just like this. And look at, I'm glad I grabbed it because it needs to be, yeah, it's not trimmed right. If you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bit right here, and I don't like it. Let me trim it a little bit more. Okay, that's better. It's not much, but it's that much, and it makes a difference. Okay, and then this will have to be trimmed as well. It was a rough way to go last week, I'll tell you. Okay, so we're going to trim a little bit off here because you can tell it's over on this side. It has a little bit too much, and I think that makes a big difference. Yeah, Vicky, I think we are getting nasty weather, which I don't like. Okay, that's better. All right, so we're going to put this down on the card. All right. So is there a bundle in the new catalog that you think I should do a class to go with? Let me know. What do you guys think of the gumball set? It's kind of cute. Okay, now this time I stamped this big butterfly here. So I already stamped it and have it cut out as well. And this is a larger one. So we're going to go ahead and color this. That's right. There is no need to go out. And again, what I'm doing here is just fanning this out. Moving on to the Coastal Cabana. This set reminds me of a set when I started with Stampin' Up. I was #1 new start in North America. And so they brought us into, they brought anybody who made the qualification into home office. And so anyway, we made some beautiful cards with a butterfly that was really big. If you guys, those of you that have been around for a while, it was called Swallowtail. It was so pretty. The cards that we made. It's amazing what some of the concept artists come up with. I'll have to look at everybody's comments because I keep missing them. Okay, so see how pretty that one is? So this is going to go right on here, okay? Let me turn it over and make sure I don't have any. So you can see, oh, I don't know if you can pick the camera, you can see it, but a lot of it came off right there. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. And then this one will be almost done. So I know many of you have been asking about my retreat in Findlay, and that's not until October. Had I known that Stampin' Up wasn't going to have the cruise this year, I would have booked a spring retreat. But I'll tell you, getting prepared for some of these retreats, it takes a whole lot out of you. Okay, so now what we have is we're going to stamp thanks. And this time I'm going to stamp it in the Bermuda Bay. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. I did already stamp it and die cut it with the, what is that called? The Tasteful Labels. And it would go right here. But I do want to see how the this one looks with it. So give me a second. I'm going to just run this through. Had I known this, I would have brought my Big Shot over here or my die cutting machine. But I'm going to run it through real quick. So ladies, if you're interested in the retreat in the fall, it is in Findlay, Ohio, and it is October, I think, 7th, 8th, and 9th, whatever that weekend is. So we're going to trim this part off, and it's a whole lot of fun. Oops. A lot of the ladies on this call right now have been to my retreats, and I think they will tell you that it's a lot of fun. Okay, so I think this does show up nicer, so I'm going to use this and put this on here with a couple of dimensionals. And what I think I'm going to do is just cut this little strip right here. Just like that, okay? And combining it right up on the edge here. All right. Going to add some of these cute little rhinestones. They're so pretty. They almost change colors to whatever color you're working with. And they look gorgeous. And they don't have to be the same all the time. All right, so we're going to do a bow here. Nicole, you're funny. That would just about kill me, I think, doing a United States tour. The heck is on my shirt? Okay, so we're going to put this down with a glue dot. I can't get used to these glue dots having the glue dot on the inside of the roll. I like it better on the outside. Okay, so here is the outside of your card. Now the inside, what I'm going to do, I have the two pieces of basic white here. And so I think what I'll do, let me see if I have any of the paper here. I'm just going to slice off a piece of this, and I don't even care the size of it. It doesn't matter. Just to tie the outside with the inside. Okay, so we're just going to put this right here. And I'm just going to put this across. Just a little bead. Just like that. Okay. I'll bring this back in, trim it off, and we're just about done with the second card. And then we just have the cute little treat holder to make. And I think you're going to like that. It's real simple. Okay. Well, Melissa, Ohio's not too far from you. It's so funny. I got Florida in there, North Carolina, you name it. I think I had 15 states at my last one. And now Kentucky. Look at that. All right. So here is your second card. All right. I hope you like these. All right. And then finally, this cutie right here. I just love this. And it's really a nice size. And you can see how I round the edges too. So it can fit quite a bit in here. And let me go ahead and show you how to make this. Okay, so this sheet of paper, this piece of cardstock is 9 by 7 3/4, and it's scored at on the 9-inch side. It's scored at 1.5, 4 1/4, 5 3/4, and 8.5. You turn it, and it's scored at 1.5, 5.5, and 6 7/8. Okay. Melissa, I had people, in fact, she's on here. Maureen drove, I think, 12 or more hours from Massachusetts. Maureen, how long was it? I know you're on here. So what I'm doing is folding on all the score lines. Okay. Now this one will be folded back. Okay. So what we're going to do is do some trimming here. Yeah. Maureen, how far did you drive from Massachusetts to my event? Okay, so this small area over here, we're going to trim. I'll show you what we're going to do here. I won't put it all together till you see all the trimmings. Okay, so I trim that part off. And then here, I'm going to trim this bottom part off. That little rectangle. And I just tabbed, I made this part a tab. So this part is the bottom. So I'm going to cut up on all of the score lines to the intersecting score line. All right, so those are the bottom tabs, so you can see all the tabs cut off. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to cut down through the first one. We're going to cut all the way to this line right here. We're going to go like this, okay? So let me show you what I mean here. We're going to right to there. Same thing here. And finally here. Okay, so this is the top. So see how we have a smaller tab, a fatter one, a smaller one, and a fatter one. So on the smaller ones, you can see these two smaller ones, we're going to cut this piece off, okay? Just like that. Okay, so all the cutting is done. So this is what it looks like. So again, this is the bottom. All these 4 tabs across here are cut for the bottom. And then these are cut as well, okay? So since this is the top, we're going to round the corners on all of those. So let me grab this. All right, so I'm just going to round the corners. I just think it looks so much nicer when the corners are rounded. You have to do some finagling and moving paper here. I just know I'm going to stick that in there. So let me get that out of the way. Let me trim this a little bit better. And the last one. Okay. The corner rounder was a gift from my Japanese students from Japan. Hey, Darlene. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tear and tape right on this tabs. Okay, so, and what you're going to do, you're not going to go over that fold line though. Let me just trim this little piece off right there. Okay, so you see how that is. Oh, Tina, I have a little candy bar from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Okay, so what you're going to do is just fold this over like that and then fold this one. And then it fits perfectly, see? Now this will become the back of the box. So what we're going to do is work on the bottom first. So the 2 sides are going to go in first. And since this is the back, we're going to put that one down next and then the front one last. And then I'm just going to do that with glue. And then that way I can wiggle it around a little bit if I need to. Okay, so now look how pretty this is with them rounded, the corners rounded, and even for here, they look so much nicer when they're rounded. Okay, so then I'm going to put one little Velcro on the to attach, to keep it closed, I should say. And I get these at Joann's. Let me show you what they look like. They look like this. So there's 56 to package, and I think they're like $4.99 or $5.99. So can use a coupon on them and have them for all your projects. They're just easy to work with instead of magnets all the time. And they're sticky on both sides, so I just stick it on there just like that. I put both sides together, and then I connect this and just hold it for a second, and then I can separate it just like that. Okay, so again, find your back, which this is the back seam, so we're going to do that. I have these two pieces I'm going to put together, a Bermuda Bay and a basic white. Rachel, it's in Findlay, Ohio. It's a very nice hotel. It's at the Hilton Garden Inn. Um, and it is, um, the food is great. The service is great. The room is fantastic. The sleeping rooms are really nice. It's a fairly new hotel. In fact, just so you know, they always rank within the top 10 of Hilton's properties as far as customer service goes. So you know it's a good place. And they love having us there. And there's a lot of stuff around there um, if you wanted to go out to eat or anything like that. And there's a Hobby Lobby close and a Joann's. So anyway, so we got that put together. And then we're going to take our last butterfly and color this. And I hope you guys saw how I colored this. I mean, I hope you saw how I stamped and heat embossed this. I'm going to put a little bit more on this one just to give it a darker look. Now I could go to Gorgeous Grape if I wanted to, but I like the subtleness of this. And ladies, I have to tell you, it does sell out. So you might want to, as soon as I announce it, if you're thinking about coming, consider registering. Yes, it is closed on Sunday. But we're there on Friday and Saturday, too. We always do a bingo on Friday night, and that's real fun. In fact, Tina brings her husband, and he plays bingo with us. We like to harass him a little bit, though, don't we, Tina? He's as nice as can be, though. Okay. All right, so this time we're going to put this off on the side, and I'm going to just kind of curl up the wings a little bit. Yes, you do. Bring your little sister. People do fly in, Rachel, and actually, the lady at the front desk, her husband has a shuttle service from Toledo Airport to the hotel, and it's kind of nice. They kind of wait on us. So, okay, so I'm going to put some of these cute little rhinestones on here. Oops. And then I'm going to do a double bow. Okay. Well, actually, a lot of people stay in. It's kind of go at your own pace. So some people will stay till 9 o'clock at night. Some people will, leave at 6. It just depends on what they want to do. But I'm usually there till like 9 o'clock, but you don't have to be. Oh yeah, that's true, Tina, but he is. Okay, so we're going to trim this off. And ladies, if you want information on my bingo, let me know if you can't find it on my Facebook page, and I'll send it to you. And anyway, that will sell out as well. Where's my glue dots? Or I should say, where are my glue dots? Okay, so here are your projects. I hope you like them today. I think they're a lot of fun. Let me show you all of them together. And if you'd like to have these make and take sent to you, all you have to do is send a place an order of $35 or more on my online store using this host code, and you'll get these sent to your house for free. Oh, and there's Linda. Hi, Linda. She was on my cruise, and I met her for the first time. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please stay safe out there and have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye bye.